All right, so I just want to kind of expand on this higher end home thing. So this Roxborough is one that I look at quite a bit, and this will give you a pretty good um, picture of um, properties that back up to like land or like national forest. This is a national forest here, so nobody can ever build back here, nobody can ever develop back here. So these properties are going to be priced quite a bit higher um, because they back to that and people like that and they'll spend more money on it versus people inside the neighborhoods that have houses around them, or streets are going to sell for a lot less. These are very similar houses. It's just that these houses out here um, are just have that view. So when you get it again, when you get a neighborhood, this is one that I just pointed out a second ago that Jen and I looked at months ago. It's just functionally needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work for that one to sell. I would definitely make an offer on that one. Um, and then, this one over here, this one's that's a new build. You can tell by the picture that's not even a real picture. Like it's an art drawn out one. But here you go again. So you got these really high end houses backed up against. These are like right here. This is like a mountain with these big red rocks. And so it's really pretty over there. And you can see that stuff when you get into the pictures. Curious why that one's 4 million, but um, another one that's kind of back up in national forest. But typically, you'll see the ones inside the neighborhood selling for a lot less, and then the ones that are backing up to national forest or have views. Like Jen and I went and looked at. This is one house that we looked at um, over the weekend. We just love this house a lot, and um, we just can't afford it. But we love it. We look at it all the time. But I mean, you can see these views, and people pay for those views. And so, I mean, look out the. This is your bedroom window, and you've got these amazing rock views. This is your bathroom window, So people pay for that stuff. The next thing, when you're also looking at properties, is land. So if when you're comping properties, these higher end properties out in the mountains, especially, not so much in the city, but out here, let's just delete this shape. Out here in the mountains, you're going to run across this one might be 1.5 million, and then this one might be 2 million. But the difference between these two is land. So this might have like 100 acres, and this might only have 10 acres. So you can see land uh, right here, lot size. So this has 145 acres. I wonder if there's anything even built on it for that price. Probably not. No. Oh, they do have something built on it. That's must be a little dinky something. Interesting. So 1,800 square foot house, 1.5 million, originally listed at 1.6. So so you'll run across that where some of these are, we're not looking at these higher, above a million, just because the market's so extremely slow. Just to give you an example, Jen and I have been in Roxborough for 6 months, and I mean, this house down here has been sitting for 6 months because the prices is, for one, it's just overpriced, but two, these are higher price homes that sit a really long time. So investors don't typically want to really get involved in anything above a million. Really, my rule was above 550, but with the way the market's gone in the last 6 months, then we definitely want to start creeping up in those higher price points. So, but yeah, so you want to be looking at views, land, what it's backing to is a big comparison. So anyways, hopefully that helps. We'll be working pretty closely on these. I'll be checking some of your higher end stuff as you crank it out to see if we're in agreement or if we're on the same page, I should say, as far as valuation goes. I'm not an expert on these higher end homes, so I'm going to be learning a little bit side by side with you because I just haven't done a lot of this stuff at those higher end price points. Actually, a lot of investors or wholesalers like me don't mess with this higher end stuff, but we are, because we need properties, and I know that there's a lot of investors out there that just need something to do, and so we're going to start throwing some higher end properties at them to see if we can get them to bite off on those. So anyways, that's that. So good luck with it. Hit me back with any questions.